It's a moment nobody wants or expects to witness. An armed robbery in progress. What should you do? What can you do? I'm Neil Thompson with This Week TV. I'm here today with Special Agent Harry Trombitas of the FBI at Benchmark Bank in Westerville. Harry has agreed to tell us a little bit about what you should do as a private citizen if you have the misfortune of witnessing some unfortunate circumstance like this.
Well, Neil, basically what we want our customers to do is just to be a good witness. We don't want them to be a hero. We don't want anybody to get hurt. Bank employees are trained to cooperate, give the bad guy a little bit of money and get him out the door quickly. We just don't want our customers to, take matters into their own hands. We just want them to be a good witness. And that's what we're going to talk about today, are the things that law enforcement needs in order for us to catch the bad guys and hold them accountable.
Okay, what we'd like to show you now is really an example of how we want our customers to behave if they happen to be in a situation where they're involved in a robbery. So you're going to notice our customer Jeff is going to be up there at the teller counter interacting with the teller. In is going to come the robber. You can see there was some reluctance on Jeff's, the customer's part to what's going on here. The robber pulls out a gun, clearly has a gun, has thrown the bag to the teller, demanded that the teller put money in the bag. Jeff now is doing what we want customers to do if they're ever in this situation, and that is, again, to be a good witness, be a good observer. At this point, what Jeff is doing is he's stepped away. He's showing the robber he's not a threat, but what he is doing is he's observing. Okay, now we're looking at the robber from the perspective of the victim teller, and it's very easy for that victim teller to get focused in on the weapon. Fortunately, bank employees are trained, once they've determined that there's a weapon, to back off of that weapon and look at the whole individual. What our goal is for our witnesses to be able to give us a good description. Okay, in this case, the customer is caught off guard. He's in acting business. All of a sudden, some guy comes in, he's rude, he steps in front of him, sort of pushes him out of the way, but then he sees the handgun, and he realizes at that point, this is not the time to be a hero. And so Jeff's going to back off and do what we want customers to do, and that is just be a good witness. And he's making a mental note, and he's going to start with the race, the sex of the individual. And then he's going to use that system where he goes from the top to the bottom. He's got white male. He's thinking about the age, approximate age, 50s to 60s. He's thinking about approximate height, around 6 foot tall, 6'1". The build, thin, medium, or heavy. In this case, it's medium build. He notices the ball cap. He notices the sunglasses. He's continuing down the face. He's got the mustache now. He sees the scraggly appearance. He's continuing down. He sees the green jacket, the green shirt. And Jeff's going to focus on the fact that our robber has a pair of jeans and brown shoes. Jeff's also looking to see where the robber touches inside the bank. Did he put his hands on the counter? If so, and he wasn't wearing gloves, he wants to point that out to the detectives on where they're going to be able to get fingerprints. Again, those are all things that we want our witnesses to do. Okay, in this scenario then, the robber's got the money. The teller's given the bag back to the robber. Robber's taking off. The customer steps out of the way because we don't want him to be viewed as a hindrance for the escape of the robber. So now the robber is out the door, and we want our customer never to follow the robber out. We want to make sure that customer stays safely inside the bank and just be a good witness, be a good observer. So you're going to see our witness looking from inside the safety of the bank, and what we're looking for is a good description of the getaway vehicle. For example, if you don't know a particular make or model of the vehicle, that's okay. You can tell us it's a big car or a little car. It's an SUV, it's a station wagon, it's a pickup truck. All those things are good descriptors that we know what those are because we see them every day. So we're going to look for the type of vehicle, how many doors it has, is it an older car or is it a newer car? Any damage on the car, certainly the color. And certainly if the witness can get any or all of the license plate, that would be good. Okay, thank you for watching. Again, the takeaway on this is simply this. Please, if you ever find yourself in a situation like a bank robbery where you're a customer in a bank, don't try to be a hero. Don't try to take matters into your own hands. Just do what you can do, and that is be a good witness. Back off, get a good description of the individual so that you can give that information to law enforcement and again, help us hold the bad guy accountable. I'd just like to thank the staff at Benchmark Bank for allowing us to do the video filming here. I'd like to thank former Franklin County Sheriff Steve Martin for his assistance as the robber. And I'd like to thank retired Columbus Police Detective Sergeant Jeff Saxtetter for his assistance in this as well, and certainly you, Neil, for your assistance.
Well, thank you very much, Harry too. And for future videos featuring Special Agent Trombitas, be sure to visit thisweeknews.com and watch This Week TV.